Hi, this is Brett with Aim Small, Miss Small TV. Today, my ammo sorting finale. Here we go. We literally dissected ammo today. 22 rounds. We took them apart. We weighed the bullet weight, we weighed the grain weight, and powder weight, I should say, and we measured the brass. What ammo did we do? We did the exact as kind of the benchmark, coming up at $28 a box. We did the pistol match special, which is my favorite bullet for the CZ 457 rifles, at $7.50 right now, or you were able to get this. And then we did shoot, finally. I've had people kind of ask, I don't have it on video, so I apologize, about the SK pistol match special, rifle match, SK rifle match. Not good. So first we're going to start out with the dissecting of the rounds. I'll put, how do I want to do this? We're going to dissect the rounds first, and so I'll cut to another video here, and then we'll return back and we'll talk about what we found. I'm going to start with the exact. We're going to weigh the cartridge, we're going to do the rim thickness, and then we'll actually take apart all the components and we'll weigh all those. Let's see what we get. Done this on past videos and the rim thickness seemed to be pretty consistent. So we're at 1.08. So one thing as a reminder, or those who haven't seen my last video, if I turn the round, especially on the non-match ammo, the rim thickness would change. Okay, this one's right about 107, 108. And of course through 109. I'm going to go ahead and just say 108. Right there, right around there anyway. See, 107, 107, okay, 108. So I'm going to say these are pretty consistent.
Should I do all of them?
So this one we're around 107. Let's see if we can find one that's 108, just, or a little bit closer to the other one. Okay. Down to 106. All right, well, we're going to stay with this one. So we'll say rim thickness on these was between 1.08 and 1.07. All right, let's weigh the whole cartridge. $51.8. $51.9. $51.8. Okay, 51.8. So one of those was off, so that's 51.8. Okay, 51.9. 51.8. $51.8. Okay, 51.8. And let's just do this. It should stay the same, but let's see. 51.9. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do one oddball one, and we'll do the ones that match. So let's first, we'll do this one first just so I don't mix it up. Put my round in there. Oops. Normally I like to clean the lube off first. Just kind of so you can see the lube that's on there. We're going to take the lube off of these right now. Just curious after taking off the lube if it changed the weight at all. Okay, still saying 51.9. Just a second ago it was 51.8. So now I've had people comment on my videos that these scales could be off. I believe they said 3/10 of a grain. So you know, this is a $30 maybe scale. So please keep that in mind while we go through these measurements. Okay, take off the round. Just so I don't puncture the actual bullet, I go ahead and, you know, cover it and then just basically wiggle. It's actually pretty amazing how easy it is that comes out. Okay, here's our bullet. Let's go and weigh this bullet. Okay, 40.2 grains we're going to call it, which I am writing down. 40.2. Oops, that was the round. We said the round was 50.9, 50.9. The bullet is 40.2. Okay. So I'm going to measure the actual brass with the powder in it. I tried emptying out the powder, but it dawned on me I just don't get it all. So I found this is probably the easiest way to go. So I'm at 11.5. Oh, and of course now it's 11.6. I'm almost wondering if I should close the garage so there's not a little breeze. Let's go and take it off and reset, and we'll go with what it says. Okay, so we're looking at 11.6. That's a whole cartridge, or excuse me, the brass and the powder. So I'm going to pour out the powder. And actually I'm going to take a Q-tip and kind of clean out any residue that's left. And blow it out. So hopefully there's no powder in there right now. So I'm going to measure the brass. And we have 10.6. So we were 11.5 and now we're 10.6. Which gives me 9 ounces, 0.9 grains of powder. Okay, see how I worked it out? Let's do some more. So I'm basically wiggling and kind of pulling up at the same time. So I know when that gets kind of loose. The big thing is kind of getting the wiggle down. Okay, the bullet, the cartridge was 50.8, 50.8, 50.8, 50.8, 8. Okay, the bullet 40.3. And let's do this one here. Okay, 40.3. I try to get that thing centered as best as I can on that scale for the actual measurement. Okay, 11.5. Again, pouring out the powder. Get the Q-tip on it. And try to blow it out. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's no way you're going to see that. You can see a little bit of red in there, which I believe would be the primer. So we were 11.5 and now we're 10.5. Okay. So we're at 10.5. So 1 grain of powder. Okay, this one's 11.6. Get rid of the powder. I'll try to show a picture of the powder a little bit on. It's very fine powder and kind of like a greenish color. Okay. So we are at 10.5. So this one's going to be 1.1 grain of powder. Okay, 2 more rounds. I'm going to probably speed this up or cut it out, one of the two. Just because I think you get the gist of how this is done. All right, the results from the sorting. Let's go over them now. I did, of the SK Pistol Match Special, the 50.2 grain round. The bullet weight was 39.7. That was consistent across all of the rounds. The brass was 10.6. We had two 10.6s, 10.4, 10.5. And then the powder between 1.2 and 1.0. So why did I bother doing this? You know, on my earlier videos, I thought, why am I weighing the bullet? How do I know everything else is consistent? So this is why I did it. I'm basically dissecting the bullets to see, you know, what we find. All right, let's take a look at the 51.5 bullets. Or cartridges, rounds, whatever. The bullet itself was between 40 grains and 39.8 grains. Brass looks like it was between 10.4 and 10.6, and the powder 0.9 to 1.2. So interestingly enough, on this one, it looks like the powder kind of went down a little bit. Now we're looking at the 51.8 round. I did four bullets, or 4 cartridges, whatever you want to call it. And the bullets were, looks like slightly heavier. 4.2, 4.0, but 3 of them were 4.2. The brass, looks like the brass was pretty consistent around the 10.5, 10.6 range. And the powder was slightly heavier as well, but at 1.1 and 1.2. So it's a little bit on the heavy side. So as an average, you know, everything was a little heavier on that guy. So now that I took apart the Pistol Match Specials, I kind of wanted to say, okay, well, exact. I'm assuming that's the best of the best. If the bullet's going to be right, it's going to be the weight of the exact. So the exact rounds were four of them were 51.8. One was 51.9. I believe you saw that in the previous video. The bullet itself was 40. It's actually on the heavy side. I couldn't believe it. 40.2 and 40.3. The brass was 10.6, which looks like it's more or less along the line, but it was consistent across the board. And then the powder was between 1 and 1.1. So interestingly enough, the bullet was higher. The powder was you know, about on average of everything else, and so was the brass. I found that very interesting. I don't know if that is how Lapua designed it, and that's what they were after. But those were kind of, like I said, my gold standard. Figuring that was Lapua SK's best ammo, that was going to be built right. So I wanted to show you a picture of the actual powder itself. When I was emptying it out, it looked really like a powder, but it's more, looks like it was, you know, like a toothpaste would run, and then they sliced it up. So here's an image of that right now. It's the best I can do. I used my loop and kind of put it in there and then took a picture of that. So it's not the greatest, but at least it will give you an idea. And just for the heck of it, here's a picture of what the bullet looked like. Okay, let's get around to the shooting. We'll go over the results. The results were 51.2 grain. My group was 0.30 inches. The 51.5, my group was 0.47 inches. And my 51.8 grain cartridge was 0.45 inches. So kind of right around there. So let's go further. Let's look at the exact 0.45 inches. Not great, but that's how I shot. And then we've got the SK Pistol Match Special unsorted. I did 10 shots altogether. One was 0.38 and the other one was 0.45. So with that, I also ran a chronograph at the same time. If you watch the video, you'll be able to see that. But I'm going to give you a summary of basically the numbers. The SK Pistol Match Special 51.2 grain. You know, the thing that I'm kind of watching is the standard deviation. But I'll go ahead and go over all the numbers for you. The average of my 5 shots was 10.74. Extreme spread of 24. Standard deviation was the 9 feet per second, and temperature and humidity you can see. So that was the 51.2 grain. And remember, the group size on that was a third of an inch, or 0.330, 3 hundredths of an inch. 3/10 of an inch. 3/10 of an inch. All right, let's go to the 51.5 grain. Overall shots were, average of all shots were 10.76. Extreme spread of 12 feet per second. Standard deviation, it was 14 feet per second, which was the worst ever on that. So I'm not quite sure why that did so bad. And then we have the 51.8 grain. Average of all 5 shots was 1082. Extreme spread of 14. Standard deviation of only 4 feet per second. So that's obviously very good, but that is only 5 shots. Let's take a look at the exact. How did that do? Out of the 5 shots, the average of all shots were 10.38. Extreme spread was 15. Standard deviation 6. So not bad. Then I went and chronographed 10 shots of the unsorted SK Pistol Match Special. So 10 shots, the average were 1078, extreme spread of 22, standard deviation of 6 feet per second, which I thought was very, very good. That's out of 10 shots, unsorted ammo. So I want to put on the screen right here, just for you to look at for a second, is a summary of all of the 5-round groups that I shot. And actually the unsorted one is 2 5-round groups. So you've got those numbers there. Now I shot the ARA unsorted target. I'll go ahead and give you the screenshot of the chronograph. But I shot 35 shots, rounds, whatever, and 11, the average is 1077, extreme spread of 41, standard deviation of 10, which I think is very good. Remember, that's 35 shots. Now that I have on video, so you can go ahead and watch that and see how all that came out. The exact, actually I think I do have this on video. All right, good news is I have chapters. So please look at the chapters and you can get right down to the actual shooting of the different types of ammo if you'd like. Sorry, I shot this, I think over a week ago. I've kind of been working on this project for probably a couple weeks. And so who knows what I did. Once again, look for the chapters. I apologize. But the exact, the Lapua exact on the ARA unsorted, that was a total of 31 shots. The average speed, velocity of those 31 shots was 1026, extreme spread of 35, and standard deviation of only 9. Great, right? This is the top of the line Lapua ammo. It should have done good. Or great. Okay. Once again, I've had folks ask, and I can't remember if I did this on video, honestly, but if I did, it's in the chapters. And if I didn't, and you'd like to see me shoot it on video, just ask. And this is through the SK 457, SK, did I say that? CZ 457 AT-ONE. It was a total of 33 shots I did. The average of all shots was 1032. Standard extreme spread of 84. I mean, I'm telling you, that was ugly. And standard deviation of 15. 1 and 2, did I have something? Felt like I was gonna see something. Oh. So I kind of thought the SK rifle match would be faster than a pistol round. I was wrong. The rifle match average of these 33 shots was 1032, way lower than I thought it would be. And on the ARA of the pistol match special was what? 1077. So almost 40 feet per second difference. I was blown away by that. But most of you will probably say, yeah, well, that makes sense, that a pistol's a smaller barrel. But that's data. I was surprised. That's all I'm saying with that. What else do I have to share with you? I guess that's it. This is the ARA target with the pistol match special. I'll go ahead, I'll show you the screen of it. It wasn't very good. The end result was not good, but it is what it is. And remember, the videos are upcoming, so go ahead and watch the videos. And I have the chronograph on there. And so what's my conclusion? What is my conclusion here? I don't think ammo sorting is that important. Sorry, I know there's going to be a lot of people who think I'm nuts and say if I want to be a top shooter, I need to sort. But with the investment of time it takes to sort, I'm having trouble justifying it. This pistol match special does a great job for me. I've shot it, I mean, very well, especially for the price. But I've even beat people who use either match or 10x or you know, higher in ammo. So in this rifle, this ammo does a good job. I think I'm going to try to pay more attention to the extreme spread. So I'll be using my chronograph more. I know through my first Tika videos and my ammo testing through these videos, where's your chrono? Where's your chrono? Where's your chrono? I think I'm starting to understand why you guys asked that question. So I've now added it, and I think I'm going to start watching the extreme spreads to determine which ammo works best for which rifle. Tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm crazy, tell me if I'm headed in the right direction. But what I think I'm starting to understand as I keep shooting more is a rifle with specific ammos will shoot a specific group or a certain group. And it may be over here, maybe over here, maybe over here. But my goal is to get that group, you know, where it's going in this little circle, so I can get all 100 points. I'm still kind of investigating this and trying to learn this and trying to watch the groups, but it does seem like to me, if you get enough rounds, especially in, you know, your groups, and just kind of look to see how that ammo's grouping, and you always just kind of keep that in your back of the mind, and depending on wind or anything else, you kind of just move that group around so you can get all hundreds. I think you'll have success. Anyway, this is what I'm looking at, and this is also where I'm coming in with the extreme spread. With the different weights I've did with this ammo I mean, I had ammo that was as low as, this is as high as 51.9, but out of several hundred rounds, there was only 5 of them. And then I had rounds that were at 51.1, but there's 3 out of several hundred rounds of sorting. So I get it if you're in a match and that one flyer can take you from 2,500 to you know, even like a 24-10. You know, if you get a 10, that's killer, or 25. So I get that one flyer could screw up your score, and if you have a competitive match, that makes a big difference. If that's the case, sorting is probably a good idea. But if you're shooting well enough, you know, I don't even know really what I'm saying, but if you're shooting well enough, maybe a flyer now then again is not going to kill you. If you have good ammo, the flyers are going to be rare. This is just my experience. I think I'm still new at this. I'm still learning, so I still want your feedback. But this is what I think I'm learning. With that said, everybody have a great evening. I want to God bless you. I want God to bless you. And I would love it if you would like, subscribe, and shoot that bell. And Godspeed if you go watch the videos. Once again, I have the chapters if you want to get to a specific part of the video. Have at it. Thanks again. Good night. Okay, here we go with the SK Pistol Match Special. 51.2 grains.
$1,081. $1,083. $1,059. $1,070. $1,078.
Okay, moving on to the 51.5 grain.
$1,083. $1,078. $1,078. $1,071.
Oh.
1,072.
I don't know, that might have been me, but darn, what a great group that was going on there. Okay, we are now on the 51.8 grain.
1083. 1089. 1075. 1083. 1081.
Okay, moving on to the exact. We're going to be on the second row, starting on the left side.
$1,045. 1,041. 1,030.
This group's starting to look kind of ugly.
$1,033. 1,043.
Well, got a group. Obviously that ammo shot slower. Should I do one more? No, we're going to do SK pistol match unsorted. Okay, SK pistol match unsorted.
$1,086. 1,074. 1,080. 1,080. 1,078.
'Okay, second group, SK pistol match special unsorted.
$1,088. 1,066. 1,083. 1,078.
'Oh, you kidding me?
1,073.
Dang, did you guys? Oh. Anyway. Yikes. Dang. I was pretty excited about that group. Anyway, this is our SK pistol match. Sorted, unsorted, and we'll look at it back at the garage, but for now, I'm thinking, honestly, the groups are all kind of similar. So anyway, we'll take a look at it in the garage. Okay, we're going to start with target 1, or in this case, target 25.
One thousand 83. 1084. 1066. 1072. 1098.
That's a bummer on that one. I actually aimed high too.
One thousand 90. 1075.
Okay, target 24 or second row.
One thousand 69. 1066. 1080. 1074.
Morning, Bill.
Hey.
One thousand 92. 1076.
Okay, third row, target 23.
1072. 1067. 1077. 1069. 1063. 1093. 1090. 1075. 1093. 1062. 1084. 1057. 1080. 1081. 1077. 1069. 1070. 1077. 1078. 1081. 1080. 1070.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Brett. Good morning, Brett.
Good morning. Good morning.